Los Angeles has its first tiny home village. I thought we'd look at the video to walk through together.
Some of you may not have had the opportunity to come and take a tour of the brand new site behind me, which is the very first tiny home community in Los Angeles. So I'm going to give you a virtual tour. All right. Actually, if you look over to my right over here, here is North Hollywood Park. And right across from North Hollywood Park is the very first tiny home community. Come on inside. Let me show you what it's all.
So first of all, I have to say I love the gate. I love it looks like they have like an organized in and out structure, very safe. They've used this closed off fencing, so you know people are weird. It's just a nice privacy thing for the people that live inside. So far, I'm loving it.
So once a client comes inside, we do have security guards.
It's interesting. We all use different words for how we classify homeless people, but they're calling them clients. Okay. Personally, I feel like that's a little separating. You know, that they're not family, they're clients, but that's whatever.
And they will make sure that there's no contraband coming inside. There's no drugs.
So that's really great if this is a drug-free facility, especially for the first one. Eventually you have to have wet communities, but the first one you want, I think, to be sober living. And I love that. I love that gate there.
There's no alcohol, there's no weapons. And once they come inside, this trailer right here is used for case management, for housing navigation, and other essential services to help people get back on their feet. So once the clients come in, this trailer over here is actually used for hygiene. Over here, there are 5 showers,
Look at that
there
thing.
are 5 toilets,
Gorgeous.
and 5 sinks that will service everybody here. But
obviously, wheelchair accessible, just brand new, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Make this sweeping turn here. These are the tiny homes.
Those, okay, and you can see here, if you look over here, this is Pallet. So Pallet is a company that's been producing these. These, I think, cost $5,000 each.
And as you can see, each...
Oh, look at these beautiful little tables with umbrellas, and look how they're all organized, so neat and tidy. Look at the floor. It looks like they've done a nice paint job on the cement. It's gorgeous.
Each of them are 64 square feet, and every
64 square feet is about 6 by 10. So yeah.
One of them has heating. They have air conditioning.
Oh, look at that thing. It has look at it there. There's your air conditioning unit, heating. Look at the plugs, the outlets. I don't know what this, maybe he's going to explain what this is. Beautiful. Now, it doesn't look like there's insulation. I don't know that these would be, without insulation, great for Ohio or really hot climates, but for LA,
they
perfect.
Have 4 windows. They have a front door that locks and shelving. And so this is an incredible...
A little fire extinguisher in there.
Community.
Look, you can see here on each of these, there's a little light. So at night, you'll have probably a little light that'll come on. And then you can see lighting up here. So it'll be well lit at night.
Where people will live together, but they all have something in common. They're trying to exit homelessness. They're trying to overcome the obstacles and barriers that are keeping them unhoused. And so once...
So this is early thinking in my mind, which is fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what they're doing here. This is wonderful. But this guy here, you can just see that this is kind of a new thing, because he's thinking about transition, right? And people are going to live in here for years. Some of them. Some are going to live for a couple months, and some are going to die in here. And he's going to change his thinking that, you know what, this is fine for some people. For some people, this is wonderful. like wonderful.
They're here, they have their place of living, and then also you can see here, it really is a community. People can come.
I love it. See, he's already thinking about community, and that's what is going to change everything about this. That it is going to be a community. It's not a shelter. It's a place where you live. It's not a prison. This is why these are so important, because this is revolutionary thinking.
Where they'll eat 3 meals a day. We will provide those 3 meals, and then also when we come this way, you'll see that we have a laundry facility on site.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Here, there will be 5 washers and 5 dryers, where
so
those
nice.
who live here will have access to
beautiful
laundry facilities, and then the case management. And then as we walk down this way, you can see the vibrant.
I just was going to say, look at these beautiful colors and so thought out. Nice. I like how they put these on kind of on an angle. So they just kind of, give it a little feeling of intention and beauty, as opposed to just lining it up with just lines of housing.
Colors. It really is a lot of life and energy that's
yes.
Here. And let me show you
so
what
beautiful.
One of these units looks like when it's all
okay.
up. When you come in here, you can see
I love the blue.
that there's 2 beds. There's a lot of storage underneath
both
sides
it's
of the
for
beds.
a couple.
There's the heater that's down low. You have the air conditioning up high.
Okay, wait, the heater. Oh, I see. The heater's down here. And then the air conditioning is up here. And then they have like their own little panel. So something trips. Oh.
You do have lights inside. You have lights on the outside.
Oh, and keys. You show a homeless person a set of keys, they will cry. They will cry in front of you. You hand them keys.
And the beautiful thing again is that at nighttime they can close the door and they can lock it, and it's safe.
It's safe, and it's their own. It's their own.
Secure. It's a place where they can start over again. And so as we walk our way down this.
So beautiful. Look at these nice privacy things here. This is privacy for the people in here. But then it's nice for the neighbors, because neighbors have a not in my backyard whole thing. So this fence is wonderful, just wonderful.
You can see there's just multiple units.
Yeah, see, palletshelter.com. I'm pretty sure these are 5,000 each.
Also for individuals.
I was looking at Home Depot. I mean, I saw actually over at Sam's Club, there's a shed made out of plastic for $8.99, and I think I'm going to buy one of those. I have some money coming in. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, one of the things this has, it does look a little more secure, but I think I can arrange that. I mean, if you consider 5,000, which again I think is what pallet costs, versus like under 1,000. I don't know if what the pallet people are doing is worth 5 times as much money. But I'm not dissing them in any way. I'm so glad they're doing it, and I'm so glad they've convinced, cities. They're sweeping the nation, pallet.
Individuals that may need special care. We have ADA units.
Oh, yes. Look at this. Look at this.
Right here, where they can come and they can bring their wheelchairs in and they can get the help that they need.
Wow. So basically it's the 2-bed one, but just with one bed.
Beautiful thing is, as I mentioned, it really is a community of people where everybody
I love the red. I
together
love it.
to help.
And I will say, like, these look like houses. They don't look like sheds, which, you live in a shed. You're like, I live in a shed. No, I live in a tiny home.
Themselves and to exit their state of homelessness.
Yeah, you see, he's still thinking of exiting. I'm telling you, it's fine, but he's going to change his mind when people are living there and they're happy, like the happiest they've ever been in decades.
And then over here, you can see, we have a dog run. But as we keep coming.
A dog run?
This way, you can see that there are a total of 40 units, 75 beds.
Wow, 75 people. That's a lot of people. I liked up to 50. I felt like I've had 75, and it was chaos, but that's just me. This guy is way more organized than me.
The
Maybe.
land was just an empty dirt lot.
That's it. Even LA has just empty dirt lots. We all do. If LA does, Akron does, Detroit does. We all can do this.
That has now been renovated. It has been transformed into a community. For many people, having a pet could be a barrier to them getting help.
Of course, pets, like, and that's their only thing in their life is their
They
pets.
would rather stay living in an encampment or
Of course they
on the
would.
streets with their animal.
Have you ever had a pet? Do you know how much they love you? Imagine losing everything in your life except the one thing that loves you like nothing else. You will freeze to death on the street to keep your pet.
And then giving that animal up. And so they can come here
Yeah.
and
they can
animals
live
have
with
a
their
place
pet.
to run, to relieve themselves.
And what's amazing is it's all just cement. So, I mean, yeah, is somebody, I don't know where the dogs go. Like, yeah, is there going to be poop on the sidewalk? Yes. Just clean it up. You're going to deal with people with mental illness and people that aren't able to do that work, but there's nothing, it's just all cement. It's fine.
And so at Hope of the Valley, we are so excited to get this
Hope of the
place
Valley.
open. And we could not
Beautiful.
have done this without your support. And so
Wow.
thank you for believing in the work that we do. Thank you for investing into lives that are being transformed. And if you'd like to be a
Beautiful.
part not only of this community, which is 40 units, we're getting ready to open up another 100 units right up the street at Alexandria Park. Then go
my
to
gosh.
hopeofthevalley.org.
Hopeofthevalley.org.
And help
Go to
us
hopeofthevalley.org.
make homeless history.
Yes. Oh, I like that tagline. Make homeless history. Oh my gosh. So beautiful, so wonderful. Is that the end of the video? Yeah, that's the end of the video. Oh, I got good. Glorious, wonderful. This is the future. It can't not be the future because housing is too expensive, okay? A house, an apartment in Akron, Ohio costs, I don't know, $900, right? Like, let's say $800 to $900 on average, okay? That's basically it. If you're on disability, you make $800, okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? An apartment costs $800. You make $800. The math doesn't work. You got 300 is what, now I don't know what this guy, if he's charging. I like, that's what they do down at Community First Village in Austin. I like that. You need accountability. You have to participate in your community some way or another, and money is a good way to do it. Not everybody has money, but obviously in LA they could get people on disability in there. 40 people is nothing. I could do 40 people on disability in tiny houses in Akron. No big deal. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Hope of the Valley. That is the future. They're wonderful. That is wonderful. Everything is beautiful. Thank you, Hope of the